Hi everyone, my name is Leslie. I am Casey. Stop. I am creating this pregnancy vlog to kind of keep a diary of sorts, so I can look on it later and see what I was feeling at that exact moment, what I looked like, what I was wearing, if I gave a shit about what I looked like. But also as a way to communicate with you out there, and if you've been pregnant before, to a way for me to get advice. This will be my first baby, and also to get opinions on certain products, stuff like that. It's not so I can talk about myself for an hour and a half. Alright? Today I am 13 weeks and 4 days pregnant. I wanted to do this a little bit earlier, but I never got around to it, and I kind of wanted to wait until you could actually tell that I was pregnant, so I wasn't just talking about how fat I felt. I am currently residing in Honolulu, Hawaii. I was raised here, originally from Oklahoma. Go Sooners and the Thunder. But other than that, I'm still a student. I'm finishing my last year in college. This baby will come at the very end of my semester, thankfully, so I'll hopefully be done. But yeah, other than that, 13 weeks pregnant is not thebomb.com. I mean, I've seen What to Expect When You're Expecting, that movie, and I really think it's true in that there are people who have beautiful pregnancies. I've had many friends give babies, and they just did everything when they were pregnant. They had so much fun, they were glowing, and all that stuff, but not me. Not the case for me. And I kind of knew that was going to happen, because anytime I feel under the weather, it kind of stops my whole day. I can't really get over that. But what else? Yeah, so symptoms of me being 13 weeks. My morning sickness hasn't gone away at all. If anything, it is more intense. Just really frustrating, because everyone, including my doctor, was basically, you know, once you reach about the 12, 13 week mark, you start feeling a little better. And then I got to it, and I was so excited to feel better, and it never happened. So I'm still dealing with that. I'm really gassy. Not in the farting all the time gassy, but the burping all the time gassy. My fiance and I go out to fancy restaurants, and I can't hold it in. There's no quiet burp, you know, behind the hand. It's a kind of thing, and I can't help it. It's not my fault. It's that right there. Sorry. Oh well. Other than that, any other symptoms? I've had really bad back pain, which I went to go talk to my doctor about, and they said that they think it was my sciatic nerve, because it was traveling down the left side of my leg, the pain was, and I was incapable of walking. My fiance had to pick me up from work, carry me to the car, carry me out of the car, carry me up the elevator, into a bathtub, into bed. You know, I couldn't walk, and it wasn't even like walking was painful. It was I could not physically move this leg, and that was terrifying, because I've heard some really scary symptoms that come with pregnancy, and I was afraid that was how I was going to feel the entire time. Thankfully, that went away. And it hasn't come back in that intensity yet. Hopefully it doesn't ever. But we'll see. You know, you take it as you come. It's a day-by-day process, and I truly think that no matter what happens in life, a baby is always a blessing, and any symptom that comes with it is always going to be worth it to me. That's pretty much it for symptoms, other than the bad acne. I know it kind of comes with the territory, you know. I've kind of been reading about it. about gender, you know, old wives' tales, stuff like that. I've been very angry this pregnancy. Like, watch out when you're on the road for me, because I get really crazy. Yeah, I do a lot of sound effects, so sorry if that bothers you. I also do a lot of Jim Carrey faces, which creep people out, like that kind of stuff. But anyway, before I embarrass myself on public TV anymore, yeah, I totally forgot what I was talking about, and that's not a symptom of pregnancy, that's just life for me. Fatigue is definitely an issue. Today is probably the most energetic I felt, which is awesome. I'm hoping it stays like that, and it's not just a, oh, you got to sleep until, you know, 9 o'clock kind of thing. Also, with the sleeping part, I don't know if other women have had this early on in pregnancy, but I am incapable of sleeping. A lot of my friends think that's weird because they say that they were allowed to sleep, they wanted to sleep a lot, and they did sleep a lot, but not for me. I go to sleep, it takes me about 2 hours to fall asleep. When I do go to sleep, I wake up about 2 to 3 hours later to go to the bathroom, and I can't fall asleep again. So I go outside, sit on the couch, watch a little TV. Usually then I'll fall back asleep, but by the time my fiance gets up to go to work at about 5 in the morning, I'm up, and I'm ready to go, ready to start my day. Around 1 o'clock, because usually I work night times. I'm a bartender, and usually at nighttime I'll start feeling really exhausted. So I've tried to start taking naps earlier in the afternoon, which I can't fall asleep, nothing. So by the time I go to work and I'm working all night long, get home around 3 in the morning, I'm just exhausted, and I still can't fall asleep. And I don't really know what's going on with that. It's frustrating, especially because I'm a student. It makes it very hard to focus on my schoolwork. Shh. This is Rossi. This is one of my babies. So when I say that I'm going to be a first-time mom, I kind of lied. This is, yeah. This is Rossi. He is 3 years old. He's a handsome little devil, but he's very chunky now because he doesn't know how to control how much he is eating. Right? Right. And this is my princess. Come here. This is Casey. And Casey is 1 year old. She turned 1 in June. And she's my little girl. Like, she's so spoiled. She loves being held like a little baby. I can walk around the house just like this, and she's like, la, 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 la. Him, on the other hand, he will flail and freak out if I do this. It'll last for like, oh, you're doing it for the camera, because you know ladies are watching. He loves ladies. Loves ladies. Right. Okay, fine, you didn't do it. Whatever. You make me sound like a liar. But anyway, this is about my pregnancy, not about my dogs. I'm sorry. Yeah, other than that, we found out we were pregnant. I was a couple days late. Anything, that wasn't weird because I'm usually like a week and a half late. But then we went to the mall, and there was a performance going on center stage, and we stopped and watched it, and it was kids with disabilities, and they were dancing and having a great old time, and my fiance and I were just, you know, clapping and dancing along with them, and randomly, out of nowhere, I just start bawling my eyes out. And I mean, my fiance and I have been together for 3 years. It'll be 4 years on Thanksgiving. But he's seen me maybe cry twice. Not because I don't cry in front of him, but because I'm not emotional. I just don't cry. And I don't really have anything to cry about. I love my life. So, anyway, started bawling my eyes out. And once we got home, I'd also had terrible heartburn all weekend. And I was like, oh, okay. Maybe I should take a pregnancy test. And I did, and sure enough, it was pregnant. And I I was shocked at first. I didn't really know how to register. I've always wanted a baby, but a baby when I have a full-time job, a set schedule, something, we currently live in a one-bedroom apartment. If anyone's been to Honolulu, they understand that it's really expensive out here. So a one-bedroom is pretty much all we can afford right now, and I wanted to have, you know, maybe a house, something with a big yard, you know, babies can run around, but life is always unexpected, and you take what you get, and I got pregnant now, and I'm not about to throw that opportunity away. So my fiance was very excited to begin with. His name is Jim. I hate referring to him as my fiance like 12 million times all the time. So his name's Jim. He was very excited right away. He is a little older than I am, and he does have a stable job, unlike me. He's an electrician, whereas I'm a bartender, like I've told you, and he just is really excited. I mean, ready, yes, sort of, not really. I mean, he's never been around kids. His family there are no kids in his family. Like, he's the youngest, so, whereas I've always been around kids. I'm a kid myself. But yeah, other than that, we were very excited. I don't know if you can hear this crazy lady screaming outside, but it's really annoying me, and I'm trying to focus, and it's very difficult. But other than that, we are getting ready for Christmas around here. It's still balls hot outside, but I gotta pretend, at least, that it feels like Christmas. Yeah, I got these awesome things from Pier 1. These things are freaking cool. Just a candle and the candle holders, but the candles are really nice and all sparkly. You can't really tell because there we go. There we go. That's a good way to solve it. We also put our tree up, which is bird theme this year, and that wasn't planned. We kind of went to Pier 1 and saw a bunch of bird ornaments, and there you go. But it's pretty cool. I like it. Yeah, it's all kinds of colors. This bird's really neat. Look at that. It's huge. But other than that, I will show you my belly and call it a day. Let's see. Can you tell? Yeah, you can tell. Yeah, that's it. It's not that big. Big enough. I still fit in my jeans. They still button. But I like this because as the day goes on, I'm going to get increasingly bloated, and they're not going to fit anymore. But, yeah, other than that, I'll do cravings really quick. Pickles, but I've always craved pickles. The only weird thing is I can't drink the pickle juice anymore like I used to. The pickle juice makes me sick now. Maui onion potato chips. I actually have an empty bag right here because I ate it for breakfast. Yeah. That stuff's good. Shave Ice, also craving. Jolly Ranchers, Starburst, and Laffy Taffy, but Starburst the most. The favorites. Those, oh, just talking about them, I have some in my bag right there, so I'm gonna get some after I finish this. Yeah, as far as cravings, that's about it for now. And yeah, that's me, guys. So I'll be putting up a video every week, and you'll see a lot of me. I've also seen a few other vlogs, or vlogs, is that what people call it nowadays? And I've seen a lot of people comment mean things, and, you know, I kind of hold true to the whole thing. Your comment probably isn't going to bother me. I really don't give a crap about what people like that have to say. So feel free to say it if you really feel like it. It really won't bother me. I'll still sleep at night, whereas you'll still be a hateful person. Other than that, all the other comments are welcome, and I appreciate anyone who views it, whoever wants to bother listening to what I have to say. Other than that, for all you other pregnant ladies out there, happy pregnancies. I hope yours is a lot less gas filled than mine. Okay, bye guys.